Hey guys, welcome back. I am Jason Salyer, and I started investing my time into dry fire training probably nearly a year ago. I knew about it. I dabbled every now and then, but I never really put together kind of a training regimen to get better as far as dry fire training. But now I do it 3 times a week, anywhere between 2 and 5 minutes each session. That's pretty much it. And it has made a huge difference. I'm telling you, man, I've always been a decent shooter. I've been shooting my entire life. I can hit my targets. I can, if I'm pointing the rifle at it or the pistol at it, I can do it. But the dry fire training has made me so much more efficient, and my groups have gone from this down to this, and it really works. So I want to encourage you to do it. It doesn't take much time, and it costs you nothing. No ammo, zero money invested in dry fire training, and it really does make a difference. I do basically the same thing. I shouldn't say the same thing. I mix it up a lot, but for the most part, I'll run you through basically the drills that I do. I work out. I exercise Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the most part, and I'll do dry fire training a little bit before and a little bit after. That's kind of my routine. So I'll do it when I'm cold and fresh, I guess, and then I'll do it when I'm exhausted and really fatigued and hot. So I'll run you through what I do basically. First things first, I'll make sure that my pistol is clear. Obviously, if you're doing dry fire training, you want to make sure that there's absolutely no ammunition present. So, for example, I've got an empty magazine right here. You can tell that it's completely empty. I remove the magazine from my pistol. Absolutely no ammunition there. I will pull the slide back, take a look-see in the barrel, look down, see all the way through the pistol. There's nothing. There's no ammunition in the pistol whatsoever. So we are completely safe. No ammo anywhere. I'm still abiding by all of the regular gun safety rules. I'm keeping the muzzle pointed in a safe direction all the time. My finger doesn't touch the trigger until I'm ready to shoot. I treat the weapon as if it is loaded, even though I just made sure that it's loaded, and I know what my target is. I know what's beyond it. I know what's around it, beside it. I'm making sure that I adhere to all those rules no matter what. No matter what, I'm making sure that I adhere to those. So anyway, I work out in my normal clothes. I dry fire in my normal clothes. This is what I look like today. This is, what is today? Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. This is what I looked like. This is what I worked out in, basically. This is how I dress. My concealed carry is an appendix style holster, and I keep at least one layer over top of it to keep it concealed, and generally one layer underneath it to make sure that it's not chafing against my skin and stuff like that, especially when it's hot. So let's say that you are the target. That camera lens right there is the target. So I will focus on my target the entire time, with only one exception, basically. I will clear my shirt out of the way, make sure it's all the way up as high as I can get it out of my way. I will get a solid grip on my pistol, that webbing of my palm. I'm gonna push it onto the grip of my pistol nice and high, and then I'm gonna wrap my 3 fingers around. I will draw the pistol, and I will come straight up as high as I can. I have a little bit of a habit of chicken winging it like this. It'd be best if I kept it inside like that tight, so I need to work on that. But I will draw in tight, keeping it close to my body. And as soon as I see my front sight, I'm still keeping my eyes on my target. As soon as I see my front sight, my eyes stay focused on that front sight, and I drive the pistol very slow and controlled towards the target. And as soon as I'm driving, as I'm driving out, I can slowly start putting my finger on the trigger. I align my front sight, rear sight. Front sight's just below that lens that I'm pointing at right now. And I'm going to slowly squeeze the trigger, and I'll click. And the goal from that is when I pull the trigger, when I apply pressure to the trigger, the pistol doesn't move. So I don't get any of this. Because that's kind of a habit that a lot of people create because they're anticipating the recoil. They'll drive the pistol down to mitigate the recoil a little bit. But what I want to do is I want to make sure that front sight, my sights stay aligned, and I slowly apply pressure to the trigger, and the pistol does not move. And then, once I hear that click, I will simulate some malfunction. So my firearm went click, it did not go bang. So what do? I deliberately, slowly take my finger out away from the trigger. I bring it into my workspace, I tap, I rack over the top forcefully, and then I re-engage, front sight driving towards that target, line up my sights, and I squeeze trigger, Mushy trigger, no click, no nothing. Slide has locked to the rear. That means that I'm out of ammunition. I rotate the pistol, bring it back to my workspace. I press the mag release button, dropping the magazine out. I retrieve the other one out of my belt with my index finger on top, and I will bring it all the way up to the point of inserting it into the mag well. And at the last second, I'll look. I'll take a quick glance at it. It's the only time I take my eyes off the target. I'll take a quick glance at it. I'll drive it home. I'll go over the top. Normally, if there was a round in the magazine, the slide would go forward. I'll re-engage, and bang. So that's how I simulate malfunctions and get my dry fire in at the same time. We could empty the magazine out. We could just repetitively work on dry fire. That's good too. I do that a lot. But primarily, what I spend the most time on are just is that drill right there. So in real time, this is how I practice it. I don't go fast. I go nice and slow. I see my target. I drop my hips and waist. I bend my hips and knees. I reveal my shirt out of the way, revealing the pistol. I'll get a good solid grip. Click, no bang. Gets tap, rack, bang. Slide lock to the rear. New magazine. Glance at the last second. I'm just working on a very slow, controlled trigger squeeze. I'll do that for quite a few reps on each hand. It's important to learn how to use your pistol effectively with both hands. So if you were to happen to injure one of your mitts, you could switch over to the other one seamlessly, no problems at all. And sometimes it's an advantage to be able to work from different angles depending on the cover that you're working with. Sometimes shooting across to the left is a little bit more easy depending on where the walls are, the cars are, whatever it is, whatever cover you're using. Learn the operations, left and right-handed. That's super important. Can I operate my pistol with the right hand by using the slide release? Can I operate the pistol with my left hand using the slide release? Injured dominant hand, practicing with that off hand, with the weak hand. Clear the shirt. I like to kind of tuck my shirt in here, otherwise it's going to fall down. I don't want that, so I'll pull the shirt up nice and high and I'll tuck it with my hand. I'll get a good grip on my pistol. I'll do the same draw stroke. Nothing is different, but now instead of just going straight into that driving forward with the pistol, I'll have to switch it over because some people like to roll it like this across their chest or stomach. I don't like that. It doesn't feel as comfortable to me. It feels much more fumbly, like I'm going to drop the pistol. I do not like that at all, so I don't do it. You do you. But I have the pistol in my hand, so I've got to switch it over. So what I'll go is I'll go between my legs. I'll go between my legs. I'll get a good solid grip on the pistol. Same draw stroke. Driving it forward, finger on the trigger, click, no bang. Should have cocked it. Click, no bang. Gets a tap, rack on the pocket, drive forward, mushy trigger. I'm out of ammo. Sometimes you got to give it a shake if it's an empty magazine. I'll retrieve my my new magazine with the pistol between my legs, drive it home with my hand, with my fist, drive it in there. Slide release. Click. So buddy calls out threat. Threat to the left. He might say left, might say right. Let's say he calls out threat left. So I look left. I see the threat. I'm looking for a place to go. I'm going to be running that way behind cover if I have to, if I can, if there's time to do it, because I don't want to fight this guy. But let's say he calls out contact. My buddy calls out contact. That means threat is imminent. I have to do something about this. Danger is imminent. Something bad's going to happen if I don't do something. So I will clear my shirt. I will draw the pistol. I can either turn my hips or I can move my feet, whichever is more comfortable, whichever works best for the situation. The more extreme the angle, the more likely I'm going to be moving my feet. I will present my pistol, same drive, so same draw stroke no matter which way I'm pointing, same draw stroke. I will drive that pistol towards my target. Click, no bang. Mushy trigger. Last second, look. All right, guys, well, I highly encourage you to take up dry fire training. If you are going to carry a firearm on the regular, a concealed carry, open carry, whatever, that's your choice. You need to be well-trained, well-versed on how to use the thing. I can't tell you how many people carry a gun on them all the time, but they're very, very inefficient. And I used to be one of those people. But I feel like because I've put in the time, I've put in the effort, I've received training from very, very qualified individuals. I'm significantly more competent and significantly more capable of protecting the people that I love the most. And that's the whole purpose. I wish I didn't have to carry this stupid thing. It's cumbersome, it's annoying, it's irritating, it gets in the way. It'd be great if we didn't have to lock our doors too. But unfortunately, that's not the world that we live in, and I choose to be able to have the power to protect my family if needed. I don't know if I'd be able to forgive myself if I chose not to carry a firearm and something bad happened and there was nothing I could do about it, simply because I wanted to be more comfortable. I think that would be a tough thing for me to get over, I think. So, and that's, a little bit of philosophy on why I do it, but I really do appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up, subscribing if you haven't done so already. Make sure you're asking questions in the comments. I happily chime in there and answer any questions that you might have. Again, I'm not some high-speed ninja super undercover warrior, but I have had the tremendously awesome, amazing privilege of learning from some of the best in the world. And these are the things that they've taught me, and I'm hoping I'm doing it justice by sharing it with you. So thanks again for watching, guys. Hit the thumbs up. See ya.